Shalom, shalom. As always, I want to start this video by giving all glory, honor, and thanks to the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son for this wisdom and knowledge. That is Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Ha Rakah Kodash, as well as the double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS Great Millstone, whom I learned this truth under, and a shalom to the rest of the elders and Akim around the globe, bringing this word out with sincerity, truth, and diligence. The title of this video being Baruch 3 and 8, which is a precept based around our people being subject to payments. And a quick personal testimony, we all got never-ending bills and so on and so on. Since this past summer, I was transitioning from bus driver to truck driver because the bus driving wasn't paying shit. And we'll get that later too. One of them reasons is bi-weekly pay. By the time I get paid, I got 10 bills. As soon as that check comes, it's already gone. So it just sunk me further and further into a hole. And I got these 2 credit cards I've been meaning to pay off. And one of them this week, I finally just paid it off. And I put the final $1,500, paid it off. And then that same week, man, I get hit with a $1,850 ticket, So it just show you the curses that no matter what, we gonna be subject to some type of payment, some type of tax, some type of tribute in this wicked beast system under Esau Edom. So let's get it, starting at Baruch 3 verse 8. Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity, where thou hast scattered us for a reproach and a curse, and to be subject to payments according to all the iniquities of our fathers, which departed from the Lord our power. Okay, and another one that fits that to a T is Haggai 1 and 6. Haggai 1 and 6 is how I feel. As soon as we get the check, that shit already gone. Get it and it's gone. Haggai 1 verse 6. Ye have sown much and bring in little. Ye eat, but ye have not enough. Ye drink, but ye are not filled with drink. Ye clothe you, but there is none warm. And he that earneth wages to be put into a bag with holes. And that's how Esau being the so-called white man, he sets this system up designed around debt. It says, woe unto you that laden himself with thick clay. That the root of that word thick clay is going back to debt. And Esau, Amalek, being the Jewish people, the higher ups of Esau, they have designed a whole system around debt and keeping the citizens, is if not physical captives through prison. In their prison system, you're gonna be a slave to debt in their banking system, because we are subject. We have to go to the enemy for the want of all things. We are not sovereign. We don't own or control our own resources. We got to go through Esau and the rest of these heathen nations, just to survive out here. Going further into some of these financial curses that the Lord put on us for our disobedience. This is going to be Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, verse 43 and 44. The stranger, talking about you so-called white people, that is within thee shall get up above thee very high, and thou shalt come down very low. He shall lend to thee, and thou shalt not lend to him. He shall be the head, and thou shalt be the tail. And that's what, starting with Amalek, the Jewish people, who is the grandson of Esau. Amalek's the ones that controls all these banks. He controls and funds all these militaries and wars and media and these corporations and these, they call it big pharma, these pharmaceutical companies. Amalek's at the tippy top. And our people, so-called Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans, and the speckled birds that look like these other nations are in complete subjection. We are subservient to him. And one of them curses is we got to go to him to lend for money. I'm paying a credit card off. Why? Because I can't afford shit. going back to that bus driving job, that shit paid every 2 weeks, and it's not even enough. By the time that 2 weeks come by, I done already had 5 bills past due, you know? So you just sink further and further into debt. Let me get another one. Speaking on how it should be righteously in terms of transactional righteousness. This is going to be Leviticus 19 in the NLT, verse 13. Do not defraud or rob your neighbor. Do not make your hired workers wait until the next day to receive their pay. So you're supposed to, when a man puts in work for you, you're supposed to pay him that day. You know what I'm saying? But Esau, he sets it up right now. I'm currently getting paid weekly, which is cool in comparison to bi-weekly. But imagine getting paid every day for your labor. You know, it just shows you how wicked this place is. You got to wait 2 whole damn weeks just to get paid for what you done did. This shit is crazy. Another one, speaking on that taxes and interest, because these credit cards, Esau not just gonna lend you money and oh, it's cool. No, he gonna lend you money and then he's gonna tax you through interest on the lending of money. And then if you down bad, he don't care. He gonna hit you with late fees too. So you might take out $1,000 on a credit card, and that shit balloon up to $3,300 in the blink of an eye over a year or so, cause you weren't able to pay it off in time, and he profits tenfold off of us. Leviticus 25, starting at verse 35, again in the NLT. If one of your fellow Israelites falls into poverty and cannot support himself, support him as you would a foreigner or a temporary resident, and allow him to live with you. Do not charge interest or make a profit at his expense. Instead, show your fear of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai by letting him live with you as your relative. And Esau, he's the lawless man. He don't fear the Heavenly Father. He don't even believe in the Heavenly Father. And he is, and if he does, he's in complete rebellion to the Heavenly Father. He don't care. So of course he not going it says if he do anything good, paraphrasing, he do it unwillingly. He not just going to lend to us so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans out of the goodness and kindness and sweetness of his heart. He going to do that so he can further oppress us and sink us further into poverty as he gets richer and richer. This guy, this is why this guy has to be thrown out of power. Okay, and let's close off on this. I just typed in the KJV Bible, only be oppressed, and going back to Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, speaking on these curses after, I believe, about the 15th verse, the Lord spoke that in this wicked system in these last days, and under America, and Egypt, modern day Egypt, which means bondage, that we would be nothing but oppressed. And America means bitter. This is a very bitter oppression that our people are currently under, whether you're rich or poor. You could be rich, you still gonna get, Wesley Snipes got hit up with taxes. Let's read these two. Deuteronomy 28 verse 29. And thou shalt grope at noonday, as the blind gropeth in darkness. And thou shalt not prosper in thy ways. And thou shalt be only oppressed and spoiled evermore, and no man shall save thee. Deuteronomy 28 verse 33. The fruits of thy land and all thy labors shall a nation which thou knowest not eat up, and thou shalt be only oppressed and crushed always. And you see that in particular definitely down in South America with the Northern Kingdom. South America and Central America got some of the most resourceful lands on the planets. Fruit, fishing, all types of oil, just resources everywhere. And yet there's a lot of poverty. And who do you see impoverished down there? Our people. But who's controlling and maintaining all those resources? Esau, Edom. And you got Moab too, sniffing around down there. These heathen nations have gotten very high up above us, starting mainly with Esau, Edom, and Amalek at the top. And the sons of the Most High, the children of the Lord, are at a very low state. This ain't forever, but this is a temporary punishment. Okay, but it's almost over, because that third woe, World War III, is coming very soon, and that's gonna knock Esau, Edom, right out of his power seat. And Esau is the end of the world. Jacob is the beginning that followeth. I hope this was edifying. Shalom.